Hello. It's time. Give me just a moment so that YouTube can catch up. Okay. I think we're good for now. So today, or Bloodborne, originally I meant to be playing Path of Exile. I actually planned on playing that today just because it's been a while and why not? I was kind of craving some fucking ARPG action today. But that's just not going to happen, I think. Let me load into the game and then I'll fix visuals for you guys. There was no stream all weekend because Volk had the day off both days and I wanted to spend some time with him. You know, because I don't get to do that all the time. Well, I do. It's not like that's not entirely even what I wanted to say. I spoke before I thought. It's more so that like I don't like streaming on days that he has off, really. He doesn't mind it when I do, but I just don't like that feeling. Anyway. Bloodborne. Nobody gives a shit about the personal shit. But that's why I haven't been live for the past 2 days. What was I doing? I was sucking eggs at fucking Amelia, wasn't I? I think I was. I think I was sucking eggs at Amelia. I got a full night's rest for once. So I'm feeling relatively alright. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Oh no! I've been smashed over the head! Yeah, like I said, I wanted to play Path of Exile today because it's been a while since I touched that game. It just didn't work out. It wouldn't start. I tried 3 different fixes, right? I verified the game install. I changed the DirectX version in the documentation. Didn't work. So I don't know. No idea. If it's a Windows update thing, then you can absolutely count on me not updating my Windows. Here, I'm gonna turn the fucking... Turn that down a little bit, because that was hurting my ears. It's hurting my fucking ears. Okay. Shut up, Steam. I just restarted you. Thank you. Okay. Well, that's another thing I did. I thought, hey, maybe restarting Steam and letting it update would help. Nope. Didn't do shit. Didn't fucking do anything. So I'm stuck with, not being able to play the game. I'll have to fix it later. Ugh, god damn it. Maybe I should have stuck with Dark Souls 3. My brain, I don't feel, is ready for this game. If that makes any sense. Path of Exile. Not being able to play Path of Exile. Because I wanted to, that's a game I wanted to play today, and it just wouldn't happen. So I'll have to see what I can do later when I'm not live. And see if I can figure out what the fuck to do. Yeah, I shouldn't have picked this game of all things. My brain is too slow today. This game is too fast for me. Oh, Lord. I'll give it a try, though. I can do it. I'm just... I'm mainly just a little on the frustrated side. Because of technical problems, as always. Resource hog has nothing to do with the problem. I don't really feel like playing Minecraft, though. I've said it like 4 times that I'd rather wait for the update to come out. I don't want to get my Minecraft energy out now of all times. I'd rather just wait till this big cave update happens and just kind of get my excitement out then. Ow. Please, give me, like, a moment to react. Nope. Okay. God damn it. Whatever. That's fine. I'll just throw at myself. Throw at myself. See, I'm fucking discombobulated. My brain is all kinds of messed up. I was up 2 whole hours early for some fucking reason. But, hey, I went to bed just as early, so that's probably why. Haven't finished my coffee yet. I just finished breakfast. I'm just kinda... Yeah, today's a fucking weird day. Kind of on the slow recovery from an otherwise rather... Yeah, kinda weak. Because, like, I can feel the lack of sleep getting to me a little bit. We stayed up way too damn late on way too many days out of the week. And that's kind of fucking with me a little bit. At least, like, even if the hours are a little skewed, I managed to get a full night's rest. Thankful for that, at least. I should have slept in, though. I meant to sleep in so I could catch up on some sleep, but nope. Didn't happen. Body just didn't want to go back to sleep for some fucking reason. Stompies. How was... hold on. What hit me there? Was that a case of her entire body becoming a hitbox? Or did I just not see something? I'm gonna wager that I probably just didn't fucking see something. It's one of those two things. Either I'm blind or, like, her whole body became a hitbox and I was just touching the body. These games are infamous for that kind of thing. And if they're not infamous, they should be. Because it's a problem that dots these games all over the fucking place. Osiris. Fucking Osiris. I don't like Osiris for that precise reason. That charge that I talk about that I hate so much, yeah, his whole body becomes a fucking hitbox with that attack. Even though it's a front-facing attack. It's so stupid. That kind of shit is just so bad. But you can avoid it. Complaining won't do anything about it. You can avoid it. It's avoidable. Just gotta not be close to the boss, right? Gotta be honest though, while this thing is cool, I almost feel like I was making more progress with the cane the last time I streamed. Ow. Ow. Oh, fuck. Yeah! There we go. We're good. Hit that arm. Smack the arm. So Lobos actually released a fucking, he actually did a speedrun of fucking Conan Exiles. I don't know how the fuck I'm still alive. I focus on heal. I don't care about the visceral. Just heal up. I'm gonna have to farm vials with as much as I've sucked against this boss. Like, goddamn. My performance against this boss has been embarrassing. But I think something to remember, though, I don't play this game anything close as much as I do Dark Souls 3. I'm a lot more practiced with Dark Souls 3. Oh, I thought she was doing an attack. Whoops. Yeah. This game was too fast for me today. It's just too fast. Too much for me. Maybe if I turned off the music it'd help, but that feels like a cardinal sin against this game. I did the same thing with Dark Souls 3, though. I turned that game's music off so I can actually, like, play and feel like I can focus. And I don't do that with this game, because I just like this game's soundtrack too much. And, again, it feels like a cardinal fucking sin to do. I feel like I'd be, like, annihilated in the middle of the night for turning off the music because someone wanted to hear Gascoigne's soundtrack. I don't know why I feel that way. It's so stupid. There's no valid reason for me to be thinking like that. Tell you what, let me just warm up a little bit. I'm gonna put the cane back on. I don't care. I'm gonna put the cane on. It's a shame because we put so much effort into getting that sword, but we'll use this for now. Let's farm out vials. I think we're running low on vials. Yeah, we're running pretty low on vials. So what I'm gonna do then? I'm gonna go get some vials. Yeah, if I sound like really out of it and weird, I'm feeling out of it and weird. I feel just, ugh. My eyes have that weird like itchiness to them from like as a warning of, hey bitch, you've been sleeping improperly for the past week. Your body hates you. I feel like I got cotton stuffed into my brain as a result of that shit. It's not a fun feeling. It'll be so nice finally getting my body used to sleeping right again. The other thing to remember is that I'm not used to the Holy Sword anymore. I'm used to the Holy Moonlight Sword, which is a very, very different moveset. I'm used to that thing, but not used to the, like, actual Holy Blade itself. Come here. Give me them vials. Give me them vials, bitch. But yeah, if I seem a little snappy or impatient or anything like that, that's kind of why. I'm just, I ain't feeling my greatest, so to speak. It's just that kind of day. There we go. There's 6. I don't really care if this is a very inefficient route. I'm just kind of going. Look at that sky, though. It's like, hot magma. Yeah, I made a very poor choice of game for the day, because that, on top of technical issues, on top of the past week of just problems with sleep, mainly just with sleep. That's like the only thing that's really kind of been wrong as of late. It's just sleep. Like, I'm feeling all kinds of fucked up over just because of that kind of bullshit. I do not feel very good. You have a flame sprayer for me? Thank you. I don't know, I feel like I should have stuck with Dark Souls 3, but I've already picked this game. I'll stick with it a little bit, see if just kind of warming up with some farming and stuff kind of breaks me out of it. That's the thing. I need to do something to help process this coffee through my body a bit so I fully wake up and stuff. I don't know. I'm just ugh. I'm so sorry. What a what a miserable start to a stream. What a miserable start to a stream. Yeah, it happens. I'm reading something real quick. I'm sorry. Oh man. There's been some drama in the guild lately. Fucking Christ. Normally my guildies are a lot more chill than this, and it's just kind of sad to watch. So, yeah, for context, somebody in the guild was trying to sell their dyes so that, people could actually afford them. Because they typically sell their dyes for like 100k. I've bought dyes from this person a couple of times from their little shop in Dunbarton. Or from other places, wherever. And it's usually I didn't really know it was specifically them until later, you know. But like, it's kind of neat because if it's one thing Mabinogi has as a real fucking problem, it's everything is too expensive in that game. Everything is like priced so incredibly high that like you can't feasibly make purchases in that fucking game. It's stupid. You can have a maximum of like I think 10 characters, right? Each character increases your bank, like, for each character, your bank's maximum, like, value will increase by 20 million gold. There are people who sell things in that game for billions of gold. Billions of fucking gold. You can't pay that much with a bank. What you end up having to do is you bypass that limit by creating checks. And you just spam those checks in a trade window. It's, how do I put this? It's stupid. It's fucking stupid. Right? And, like, it's not like this is a new problem. The game's general economy has been problem-riddled ever since 2005. Alright? This is just what happens when you run a quote-unquote free fucking market. This is just what happens when you let the players dictate all the prices and when things just are fucking free market. People get fucking out of hand and they fucking get eyes bigger than their stomach, so to speak. So what ended up happening to this guildie was somebody was buying out all their fucking dies and then relisting them for 4 times the fucking price. And they were hella pissed off because, you know, what this person does is they have like a fractal well in their homestead that gives them glittering dye ampule, like glittering dye bottles, and they can take those dye ampules and turn them into regular dyes instead of the flashy dyes. Using synthesis. That's a rough explanation of secondhand knowledge. It's probably a more involved process than that, so, you know, take that with a grain of salt. But that's how I understand it works. So, this person's work is being taken, and they're just kind of like... Yeah. They're being used for fucking quote-unquote free money. And so there was another guildie who came along and started talking about that, and they're like, oh yeah, you know, I do that kind of shit all the time. And yeah, it just started a massive argument in there, and I'm just kind of like... You know, in the back of my head, I'm like, you know, y'all are normally chill fucking people. Like, why? Although, to be completely fair, the guild has kind of exploded in size, and I think it's getting to a point where more people are butting heads now, because there's just more people. When I joined, like, several days ago, it was a lot more chill, because there were a lot fewer people. I don't know. It's just kind of fucking sad. It's shit like this, though, that makes me quit that game every so often, though. I get back into it for the gameplay, and because I miss my dual guns. Because those are the only thing that keep me coming back to that fucking game. Just to be fucking frank with you. That skill set is the only reason why I keep going back to that game. Yeah. That game sucks. It just does. It's like, looking at that game now is like looking at, an old relative who's been on life support for, like, 10 years. I'm just... I don't know. Like, I've given Black Desert all kinds of shit about being fucking nasty with the way it's monetized. But if you take a step back and think about it for a moment, Elder Scrolls Online and Mabinogi, those two games are probably the most horrendously monetized compared to all the other shit I've seen. But this conversation specifically about Mabinogi. And so why do I say that about Mabinogi? All the new items are fucking stuffed into gachapons. Be it items that are for vanity, or items that genuinely have a function to them. Okay? That we're talking about gachapons you can buy with fucking hard-earned money that are so bloated with fucking items that it's dumb. It's dumb. They stuff anything new for that game into those. They don't bother with, like, I don't know, being normal with their game development. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a game that's part of my fucking childhood, but that's kind of what makes me so sad to see what's going on here. You know, it's a game I fucking grew up playing, man. And seeing it turn into such a shitty fucking state, it's just, ugh, it's terrible. So you have to basically, to get anywhere, really, unless you're already at the, like, late game, you're gonna basically have to fork over money to get anything done. You have to pay real money to get reforges, because any reforging tools that you want to get for your gear to get good effects that actually do something... I'm getting ahead of myself. Jesus fuck, what a bunch of nonsense. So reforging tools are these items you use on gear to fill their reforged slot with an effect. And this effect can have something as lame as, I don't know, Taunt Boost. Taunt is a giant only fucking skill. I guess it's useful. I've never played a giant much. But, you know, as an elf player, I have no use for stomp effects. I have no use for taunt. I have no use for final hit. But you can get all of those things for skills you don't use or cannot use on a piece of gear through the reforged shit. How does it work? You use the item, you put the gear into the slot, push the button, and hope to God that RNG gives you something usable. That's reforging, basically. So you start with a basic reforging tool you buy from NPCs in the game for 5,000 gold, which is alright, that's fine. But to get the good shit, you have to actually physically buy the reforging tools from the cash shop, or from a player for an exorbitant amount of money. And those tools basically take that trash reforge and re-roll it for, oh boy, potentially a better reforge. And I'm just like... And they do that with pretty much everything in the game. Pretty much everything. We're talking about fucking skill potions. You know, items you consume to instantly fill the requirements of a skill rank up. Some of them, when sold by a player for gold, are very cheap. But if you're trying to train up Sakura Abyss, which is a ninja skill that takes a very fucking long time to rank up, that will cost you a lot of money, because, you know, it's a very sought-after item, strictly because it shortens an otherwise very long grind. Do you see the problem with this? Worse yet is that, you know, they could have done something to fix or work on all of this stuff all this fucking time. But they just don't. They just don't. Again, I need to reiterate, the only reason why I keep going back to that game is because I love the dual guns. And even then, like, dual guns are fucking terrible. They're awful. Their damage is horrible. Like, sword in that game has been meta for fucking years, and nothing has come even close to doing as well as fucking sword does in that game. But guns, essentially, were just kind of blasted out of existence by power creep. Especially once Chain Slash came around. Because Chain Slash became an instant favorite, because it's quick to rank up. It's fucking, it's OP no matter what your goddamn stats are. It's stupid. And so I see these kinds of things, and I'm like, well, why the fuck can't, why can't other skills be this fucking strong? You know, why not bring everything else to be as strong as that? You know? I don't know. Mabinogi is a very, very deeply flawed game. I want to love it, but I can't yeah. And then, so, we ended up picking up Black Desert again, Volk and I, just together. I don't touch the game unless, like, I'm just chilling in a town and I want to watch people. Basically, just people watch. Or just kind of socialize a little bit. Because, you know, it's an MMO. Imagine playing an MMO and not being social, you know? What's the fucking point? But, like, walking back to that game after playing Mabinogi, yeah, Black Desert's not that bad when it comes to the grand scheme of things, I guess. However you want to fucking say it. It's especially not as bad as fucking Mabinogi. Mabinogi is just awful when it comes to how it's fucking put together. And it sucks, you know, because you have all this stuff. I don't know. It didn't have to be that way. It didn't have to be. But it ended up being that way. I'm sorry if this stream so far has come off as just nothing but streamer whining and bitching like a little bitch. I don't know. It's something to definitely think about, I guess. Because again, I used to rag on Black Desert all the time. I used to vehemently hate that game. Because, I mean, naive me thought, man, this game has $20 costumes and fucking value packs and stuff that you gotta buy to not fucking be taxed for 30% of your silver earnings through the marketplace. And to have that extra carry weight and all this extra shit. But, you know, I don't see that game stuffing new content into gachapons. They're still regularly releasing new content pretty much for free in that game. And Mavi saw glyph writing recently and tech doing, but what I thought when I thought those were new, I thought they had been recently released. But looking around, that stuff's been around for a couple of years now. Well, isn't this a great start to the fight? Going in, ouched. And one blood vial short. Oh well. I'll try to go with this fucking thing. Heal up. Nice. That felt good to hit. That hit felt good to land. I dodged very early there. Ow. I got lucky there. That should have hit me because it was a bad dodge. I hit circle and nothing happened. That sucks. Because I was too slow. How did that not touch me? How did that touch me? Okay. Jesus fuck. Ugh. Every time I see her back up, I'm like, is she trying to heal? I can't see anything. Holy shit. Okay, we're good now. Whoops. Positioning is important. I need to actually use this thing's range to my advantage. But the thing is, she's now trying to fucking use her range to her advantage. This is a no-win situation here. Jeez. Kinda glad I farmed out some vials here. Yes, you calm the fuck down, lady. No! Come on, man. I got that close. God damn it. Alright. You know what would really help with this? A fucking blood level 4 run. Or just like a regularly leveled run, but fists only. That would help a lot. Because it at least kind of teach me how to fucking fight this shit without being like stupid. I mean, I could just learn that way now, right? I don't know. That's how I learned Orphan of Kos, was fists only. I learned how to fight him fists only that way. Okay. Fuck. I'll give this a couple more attempts, but I have a feeling I'm probably just better off if I just swapped games. Mainly just because, like, A, I really want to fucking beat this boss, and B, just, you know, I got this far, you know? Why not? Why not keep giving it a try? But, man, this is frustrating as hell. Can we bait her into doing more jumps? That'd be nice. Because that I can kind of punish reliably. Because it just feels like everything else I do ends up being fucking, like, immediately punished by, like, a flurry of attacks up my ass. It feels like I just can't fucking do much. And staying behind her is just not a good idea because of how much goddamn bullshit is in your camera. I hit circle! What the fuck? Ugh! That is so annoying! That is so annoying. It's because there's like a fucking delay. There's the delay my brain forgets about. My dumbass forgets about the delay. Well, that was just fucking stupid. Lady, come here. Do the jump. Not that! Not that! Do the jump. That, yes. Do the roar. Just out of range. Just a little too far away. Doink. There we go. Again, I feel like I need to remind. I feel like I have to say this every time I stream a game like this. Ah, she's fucking healing. God damn it. Fucking Satana. She's gonna try and heal again. Ugh, I hate this twat. Stop fucking doing that. You don't need it. Your defenses and HP are more than high enough. You don't need the extra shit. I guess it's probably in part because I keep trying to bait her into doing the jump. I keep my distance, and that's kind of what's doing it. Maybe. Back up. One hit, get it back. Nope. Wasn't fast enough. Oh my god, that missed. You gonna try and heal again? Yes, you fucking are. God damn it. Stop trying to heal on me. Think I should bolt paper? I don't think so. I'd rather save that for fucking ROM. Stop trying to fucking heal! Jesus! 3 fucking times this fight! You're pissing me off! That's actually starting to tick me off a little bit. Stop! And I get one shot. Fuck! The fact that she has that ability is what pisses me off so much. Like, fuck off with that. You don't need it. Fuck me. Like, I actually might have to run and pick up that fucking numbing mist just to fucking stop that from happening. I really, really don't want to have to do that, though, because it feels like it's such a stupid thing to have to do. You know? That's such a stupid thing to have to fucking do. Why the fuck does my damage suck so much anyway? This is just because of the stats. I feel like I should probably be at blood level 40 for this fight. Like, you could sit here and tell me it's because I'm using the cane, but I feel that it's not that much different than if I were using the fucking big sword either. I don't think it's that much different. That reminds me, what's this thing do? Blunt, yeah, it's a blunt weapon. Ooh. I just need to fucking get good, you know? I really do. That's my whole problem, and I know. I need to get the fuck good and stop whining. But man, some shit this boss... These games just do these things, man. And it gets to me a little bit. Yeah. 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 Owie, no! Again, if I really hated it that much, I wouldn't be playing the game at all. Me getting frustrated does not really mean I hate the game. It's just frustration, that is all. Okay, I hit circle, but it was too late. Definitely getting to bed on time tonight. Yeah. The whole lack of sleep thing is the other reason that I'm so fucking irritable today. Yeah. There's a number of reasons for it. Ow. God! What the fuck is wrong with my dodges? Hang on. What the fuck is this? So I'm just taking a moment just to take a breath, just to chill. That's all. You know, sometimes you just gotta do that. Because I was getting heated there for a moment. That's just how it is sometimes. A little bit of water to cool off a bit. I definitely am going to be swapping games here, though, because I just don't have it in me to be playing this game today. It's too intense, it's too fucking quick, and I don't feel like dealing with shitty fucking hardware today. That's nearly a full second of input delay. Why is there a full second of input delay? Well, here's one thing to remember. One, it's a PS4, okay? It's a PS4 that I only have visual feed to because of, capture card, which only further adds to an already rather obvious amount of delay that was going to happen. There's also a design choice that is deliberately made for the game. Like, there is a deliberate amount of input delay. And it's not like it's out of spite. They don't do that out of spite. That's not how it works. It's more so you have easier control over your character. But when you have to constantly fucking account for input delay for everything, and you're already used to one kind of input delay, that just calls for a bad time for me, because I'm more used to how Dark Souls 3 is. I love fucking Bloodborne, don't get me wrong. Like, it's one of my favorite games. It's just, Jesus Christ. the fucking input delay, and it's just too much for me for today. It's just too much for me. I can't do it. I just can't do it. So I'm gonna do fucking Dark Souls instead. I'm gonna do Dark Souls instead. Let me just turn off voice meter real quick. I don't need it. Not now. Not exactly a game I can just play right now. I wanted to, but it's just it doesn't help that I'm also fucking low key. Hold on. Let me see if audio didn't completely fucking die on you guys. Shouldn't have, but just in case. Okay. Every time I plug in the controller, I have to force it to. I have to reset the audio settings because for some reason it automatically defaults to the new device being plugged in, which is dumb because that's not how it should work. Thanks, Windows. Anyway, I want to see if I can get Path of Exile to work though. Like I want to. That's a game I kind of wanted to play today. And it's just like, well, what the fuck? Why is it not starting? Because like I can sit here and click play, it'll run for like a couple of seconds and then just stop. I don't get it. Like I just tried it and it's just like, hi, I'm not gonna run today. Let me see, Path of Exile not launching. If it's a Windows update problem, then no, I'm not fucking doing that. To be frank with you, because the latest update to Windows I've heard too many bad things about lately. I'm not about that life. So if I can't sit here and find a quick solution for Path of Exile, I'll just play Dark Souls 3 instead. Or fucking I don't know, Assault and Sanctuary, I guess. Something. I don't know. I'm just kind of I'm grasping for straws here. Let me see if I can find this. Let's see. And I know it's not. It's probably just a fucking problem on my end specifically. I don't. I have very high doubts that it's like a community wide problem. It's probably something up that I need to fix. You know. Oh, interesting. Oh, see, this is cool to see. You guys can't see it. Like, I got a little just like there's all kinds of like neat stuff I see people talking about, like a fucking tanky elementalist. That sounds cool. I don't know much about Path of Exile. It's a game I've tried many times. Sometimes I really enjoy it, sometimes I don't enjoy it at all. It's all about the mood, I think. I personally like tanky fucking builds. I like being able to tank and do hefty damage trademark. But that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for problems to that the problem fixes. Let me see. Okay. So here's the thing. With Path of Exile, it starts, no window pops up, not even a fucking not even an error code shows up. It just starts and then shuts back down visibly. Like, and the only way I know that this is doing anything is that that little button on Steam changes, and it's just kind of like, well, what the fuck? Let me see. Let me check the logs. Let me check the logs here. Uh, I'm looking through the logs. Just let's see, ASTC unsupported. Failed to open file. Pipeline cache. Oh, that's an old. This is old. This is from back last year. This is back in July. I'm looking at logs from all the way back in fucking July. Never mind. I thought this was like an error log or something. Hmm. Weird. And if I click the fucking exes that are in the file itself, like in the local files, nothing happens. Like nothing at all. Just nothing fucking happens. Neither the regular executable nor the 64-bit executable. This is a more perplexing problem than I thought it was going to be. This is a very perplexing issue. Okay. But, I mean, the more details I find, the closer I can get to fixing the problem. That's how these things work, especially with computers. You know, the more information I can get, the better off I am when trying to find a problem like this. So, from what I can tell, I'm assuming I've just got broken executables. Might just have to fucking verify again or just completely reinstall the game, which is weird because this is a fresh install. Like, I installed it overnight, just completely overnight. While I was sleeping, I had this fucking game downloading and, booted it up to see if I could get it to work before stream. I don't know. No fucking clue. Kind of just goes to show, like, even if you know bunches about computers, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So let me see if it's a Windows Defender issue. Could be a firewall problem. Windows Defender. You see if it's a Windows Defender problem. I'm sorry. This is such a train wreck of a stream. I'm sorry. It's a Monday, man. It's just a Monday. Ugh. I'm trying though. Let me see here. Indicate. This is not the window I want, is it? No, it's not. I want to go into the actual Windows 10 settings window, not that specific thing. Let me see. Defender. That's right, because Windows Defender is different from Windows Firewall. Or Windows Security. Sorry. Windows Security. Very different. App and browser control. That's not what I want. Nope. Network protection. Firewalls on. Allow an app through the firewall. Let me see if that does anything. Please. Aha. There we go. Oh, it is the same thing. Never mind. I was mistaken. Okay. Change settings. What we're going to do is we're going to look for Path of Exile in this long list of shit. And it's there. It is let through. It is let through. Never mind. So it is let through the firewall. I'm not disabling the firewall because that's stupid. That's dumb. I'm not doing that. But it is allowed through the wall. So I know that's not a problem. Okay then. Yeah, I may have to just do a hardcore look at this later. Because right now, I don't know, I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm gonna have to actually start Googling things. It's interesting because now that I'm actually trying to Google it, I'm seeing oodles of threads with the same exact problem, but different versions of the same exact problem, where it comes down to people for 4 years, upwards of 4 years, having this problem where the game won't fucking start, but it's all different problems from what I have. So it doesn't help much. Let me try. Here's an idea. Okay, someone is suggesting to delete the config folder under documents. Okay. I've tried messing around with the config folders in there, but let me. The whole folder. Okay. Just delete the whole folder? Okay. See if that does anything. Nope, didn't do anything. What the fuck? This is weird. Very fucking strange. Okay. That did absolutely nothing. Like, period. That did nothing. Still the same exact issue. It's the same exact problems. I never ran into this problem before. I don't get it. Okay. See, at this point, I should have gone and played a different game at this point, but whatever at this point. Okay. I'm not finding anything. I'm sorry. My silence is because I'm actually reading, and I can't talk aloud while I'm reading something. Not unless I'm reading it aloud for you guys to see, but I don't. This is not like dialogue or something. I'm trying to. Tell you what. I will fucking. Let's see. Let me check the read. Um. Troubleshoot compatibility. That's something I haven't had to do in a long ass time. I have not fucking had this problem in a long time. You know what? How long it's been since I last had to actually use like compatibility for X thing. The last time I had to do that was on a fucking laptop. I haven't had to do that once since I got this machine. So this is very new. That See what that does. That did nothing. Hmm. Let me see. Path of exile. Mutables not working. I'll have to look at their actual tech support and see what they have to say about it. Wait, fucking what? Okay, so I am seeing a string of people in their forums mentioning the same problem where the game starts up for a couple of seconds and then it just stops and completely shuts down. It's apparently related to latest Windows update. But the thing is, I don't have the latest Windows update. Because I've heard so many fucking people complaining about the latest update for Windows being really bad and causing problems. It's hit Vinny, it's hit people all over the place, caused problems. And so I'm just kind of like, okay, so what I'll do then is I'll wait until they release another update that doesn't fuck things up. Because that's usually what I do. I don't download every single update obsessively. I just don't. My technology, when it works, I like keeping working. And so when something like this happens where it just doesn't work as intended, well, tough tits, I guess. I'm sorry, this stream has been mostly just fucking like a podcast in a way, which is fine. I've talked before about how I kind of want to treat this broadcast as more of a podcast anyway, for people to just kind of listen into while they're busy doing something, filing their taxes or something, and they're too busy to be able to chat, and they don't really want to have their screen up so they can see what's going on. They just need something to listen to for background noise. So that's usually what I kind of prefer to base this stream off of, if that makes any sense. Like, sure, gameplay's fun. It's fun if people want to watch the gameplay, but like, I don't want this stream to just be about gameplay. I mean, it can't be. I suck ass at games. I just do. I mean, look at how badly I was sucking at fucking Amelia just now. I almost got her mixed up with fucking Lady Maria because of the fucking name being very similar. And I've been playing Bloodborne for like, I don't know, a year now? Less than that? You'd think I'd have these names like down pat, but I don't. It could just be a dyslexia thing. It could just be a dyslexia thing. I don't actually know. Yeah, it's technical difficulties. You're fine. You're fine. Like I said, this stream is just mostly about audio anyway. It's not really about fucking gameplay at this point. I'm content just kind of I don't have that. I'd have to actually install Grim Dawn right now, and because I'm on the wired connection, that would take a while. In case, if you're curious why I say that, my wired connection is stable most of the time. It's a lot more stable than wireless. When I'm streaming, I don't drop very many frames, if ever. Sometimes frames will drop. Very, very rarely. Like today, I dropped some frames because, me fucking sitting here fucking around with Path of Exile made it so that Steam tried to automatically download Cyberpunk. Which means, that's that much more fucking bullshit being fed into the pipeline. But yeah, like that's the whole reason why I use an Ethernet connection is specifically for streaming. For pretty much everything else, if I'm not like I try to have the other connection on because it's just faster. My Ethernet connection has like a 2.5 megabyte per second speed, which is not great, but it's okay and serviceable enough so I can stream at an appropriate bit rate. And that's really all that it's for. The wireless, however, is like 5 times that. Much faster. It takes fucking not very long at all. It took me like 2 hours at most to install Black Desert Online. And that's at most. So like I'm nice. I'm glad to have that second option there. And if I were to fucking try and download Grim Dawn right now, then yeah, that'd be a bit of a wait because it's not like we have gigabit internet. And again, this fucking wired connection is strictly for streaming anyway. It's not like yeah, it would take a while. Well, yes, but there's also more to it than just that, right? You have to also take into account that how do I want to put this? I'm trying to think of the words. The way that the router is placed isn't necessarily smart either, because this room is on a higher floor than where the router is. You don't do that. You normally shouldn't be doing that, because if you want the best kind of reception from your router, you put your router higher up in the house so that all of the connections come down from it, so that it's broadcasting down. I don't know or remember why it works better that way, but it does. I don't 100% remember why that is. I just remember that's what that's a thing. Um and if it were up here, I'd have an easier time just literally hooking up to it directly. Honestly, I'm at a point where I don't really care anymore. I'm just talking at this point. This stream has kind of just become a podcast at this point, and I'm fine with that. You know, it's yeah, tech issues are fucking annoying. I've had all kinds of shit go on today. All kinds of fucking problems go wrong today. It's just ugh. Ugh. I'm good with technology, but boy do I hate working with it. I hate it. I hate it so much. This kind of thing is why I'm not in IT or in network security or any of that stuff. I just can't I can't stand it. Just because I'm good at it doesn't mean I enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that was very difficult to explain to my dad growing up. Cuz like, I'm good with computers and scientific stuff. I just have a knack for it. And but yeah, that's a good way of putting it. I'm good with tech, but I despise tech and software gore and wrestling with it. And oftentimes, I just want to be able to just do X thing instead of having to do a million steps just to fix that thing before I can do it. You know what I'm saying? With tech, it either goes exceedingly well and goes right the first time without any hitches, or there's so many problems that you can't fucking do it simply in one evening. That's my experience, at least. But that's just because, I'm me. But it would help if I were a little bit more patient in general. It's partly just because I'm just not a patient person. I feel like I've gotten better about it lately. Today just isn't that kind of day. Fucking like 5, 6 out of the past 7 days have been like severely underslept. So I'm sitting here feeling shitty because of that, and I'm just kind of like, that's great. That's great. Flip flop of constant schedule changes isn't helping anything. But hey, I mean, could be worse, you know? all things considered, despite all that, life is good. You know, I can still make a good dinner every night with enough to be able to make leftovers to last a couple of days. Have it be a healthy meal and not just some like frozen TV dinner, you know? Oh yeah, we're both getting to bed on fucking time today. Like that's just I'm not taking no for an answer on that one. We've fucked around with that enough the past week. We need to fucking stomp our foot down and actually correct that and actually like solve that for ourselves because we keep that up and we're fucking it's just not fun, you know? I'm not a fun person to be around when I'm feeling shitty off of lack of sleep. Fuck frozen food. Absolutely. Frozen food is just what even is it anymore? Have you tried you know those Salisbury fucking steaks that they try to give you in the cafeteria? Those fucking like pre-made just kind of microwaved fucking Salisbury steaks? Ugh. You wouldn't even think it's a steak. Like what even is that shit? It's all like crumbly and slimy and vaguely tastes of meat and salt. And that's about it. No, I don't like that. If I'm gonna have me some Salisbury steak, I'm gonna make it myself, motherfucker. You know, I'm the same way with pretty much everything at this point. Like, it's just so much better to make it from scratch with my own two hands. It's so much more enjoyable. It's therapeutic, and it's a good like 1 to 3 hours spent away from the computer. Considering I spend so much of my time in front of one, you know, I like, and it's not just one screen. I'm in front of two. You know, frozen thought food. We ain't snakes. I mean, snakes are cute. I like snakes. But like just frozen food in general is just something I really don't like doing unless it's actually like meat that we freeze specifically for the purpose of like keeping it for later. So like what we do is whenever we get groceries, we sit down and we think about what kind of meat we want for the upcoming like 3 weeks or so, just about. So last time we got beef. I'm trying to remember what we got last time. We got chicken. We're almost done using that. I think we got beef. But what we do is we get two different types of meat, and we put one in the fridge for immediate use in the next week and a half, just about. And then we put the other one in the freezer for use later. And so when one's just about to be emptied out, we thaw the other one out, use the last of the one that's already emptied, and then just put that in the the fridge for use. You know, sometimes we'll get something like sausage, which you can argue is probably not much better than those frozen foods. Just for the main principle of, well, it's weird meat stuffed into a thing, and you don't know what kind of meat that is, but I mean, at least it's a tasty use of the fucking otherwise unusable parts of the animal, if you ask me. Like when we get to the point where we learn how to hunt for our own stuff, like that's something that we're gonna need to get used to doing, is making our own sausage out of the unmentionables of the animal. That way we use the whole thing instead of just kind of, you know, using some of it and then just discarding the whole rest of it. You know? I wonder if I could fucking get away with using some of YouTube's like approved like copyright free music stuff on stream as like a background music while I'm here talking. That would be kind of nice. Having like a very low kind of music to kind of just talk over and then have play in the background whenever I BRB and stuff. That'd be kind of nice. That'd be nice. I'll have to look into that though. I don't 100% know for certain if that's a thing I can do. Primarily because I'm afraid of YouTube thinking that I'm playing something I shouldn't be and then immediately shutting the stream down. Because they take that shit seriously. Like super duper seriously. But hey, on the flip side, it's the only time they take it super duper seriously is when you fucking confront a human being. Most of the time, it's just automated shit. Like Jim Sterling recently, they ended up basically having to fucking flex their lawyer again because somebody decided to try and take down his channel for copyright reasons as a means of censoring criticism of his games, his shitty fucking asset flip games. Allegedly shitty asset flip games. I'm gonna use that as the probably safest bet. I personally have no doubts that they were pretty fucking terrible. But, I have to throw in the obligatory allegedly to cover my own ass. But anyway, yeah, they had to deal with somebody trying to fucking abuse an already very easily abused fucking system. And the reason why it's so easily abused is because it's so fucking automated. A lot of it's just done by bots and robots and shit. But when you actually get people behind the screen and you're like, listen, your robots are fucking stupid because they don't even know what the fuck to properly do without the right context, you know? Then shit gets done, I guess. I don't even know what I'm on about at this point. I'm gonna go piss real quick. I'll be right back. I'm back and I want to try something real quick because if I'm going to just sit here and talk, I want to be doing something with my fucking hands. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a doing the laundry podcast because there's laundry that needs putting away and I feel like it would be a much easier done task if I were just kind of mindlessly talking while I do so. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Talk to chat while I do the fucking stupid housewife thing that I do. If you hear the microphone fucking making stupid noises, it's because I am adjusting things. Here, putting the laundry away. Let me see if I can get the. I want to see if I can. Can I get like a... Aha! That's what I want. Well, I want to see if I can get this, if I can do this. I'm kind of surprised that YouTube allows like 100 characters for their fucking titles or for stream titles because man, that's a lot. It's awkward trying to lean down and fucking type. The other thing I'm going to do is just wipe down my chair a little bit to do some general basic cleanup stuff. I don't even know if you guys can fucking hear me. I don't know. I have no idea. I hope so. I hope y'all can fucking hear me. It's gonna sound fucking weird, but you know, whatever. So the roomies had guests over today. It was cool. That was fine. They brought a dog, and that dog was fucking adorable. Fucker had like the face of a collie. That's about the only thing I know about it, though. Aside from the fucker being Jackson. Jackson, fluffy dog. So that was cool. God, I love the smell of fresh fucking laundry. I love the way it smells. Awesome. A very underrated. Ask me. There's a lot of these shirts. God damn. What I'm gonna do is I might also fucking pay his arms. Oh god. Alright. Arms hey, I guess. Fine. The bed is right the fuck here. I like to fold my clothes really small. Really small so that they fit more easily. The fucking the problem is this makes it so that in a way, paradoxically, they take up more space because they're folded. Because I'm used to folding them as if I'm stuffing them in a suitcase. Like, I don't know why I'm used to doing it that way. Moved a lot. Growing up, we moved a lot. So I'm kind of used to that kind of thing. This type, oh, knackered. Like a tie-dye shirt with a bunch of kittens, like cat faces, swirl and like Imaki swirl around it. But it's like faded a little bit. There's all kinds of rips and holes in it. But it's a cute shirt though. I don't want to get rid of it. It's a cute shirt. Y'all even hear the helicopters going overhead? I don't think you should because of the we'll see later. I'll see. I hope not though. How has the audio quality been, I wonder? With the Nvidia like AI shit? Cuz I've been using that lately. So what I do is I put microphone, the feed from the microphone directly into Nvidia Broadcast, and then I just kind of linked that into OBS instead. We'll see if how well that does. I don't know. I don't know. Oh shit! There's one of those dryer sheets. I need to wipe down my fucking base. It gets dusty real quick. And this room has two people living in it, and it's a very small room. So like, you know, dust builds up very quickly. Oh god, I'm yawning. I am doing a bit of the mundane, kind of how it is. Mundane tasks. Set aside. Relax. Tight jeans. Not fighting type, not fire type, no, just type. Just skinny type. There. Fucking like jungle camo pants. These are comfy. Like and this is one of those times where I kind of low key. I had um, I had my camera plugged in so I could show y'all, but I'm not gonna do that because I'm not. I don't even feel like I'm go up on. And my hair is a little greasy. I need to take a fucking shower. That after stream. After I fucking well, what I'm gonna do is after stream, I'm gonna fucking exercise and then go shower. Oh shit, gray beanie. I don't look very good in beanies. I just don't. They don't fit me. I have like a little patrol cap, a faux army cap. I don't wear that much. Hats in general just don't look very good on me. I'm just not a hat person. I'm just not a hat person. Okay, here's Def Leppard shirt. Man, this one's old. This is old. Fucking that Pyromania had this one. Fucking God, I remember having this back when we were stuck in a fucking motel. Back when we fucking motel. I don't want to get rid of it though. It's one of the oldie bands I actually like listening. Ah, black shorts. The only time you'll see me in shorts is if they're black. Coincidentally, they're also the only pair of black. Uh, we have other ones. I just don't wear them. Blue beanie, towels. I gotta pull out. Hold a couple of these. Put them in the closet. This is actually really good for me because it's getting me to take deeper breaths so I can talk a little louder so you guys can actually hear me. I just hope I'm not being too loud. I don't want to be so loud that I'm like audible in the fucking hallway. But honestly, I have yet to actually receive any noise complaints. So we'll see. The From shirt. Oh no, we made it sleeve. We cut the sleeve off of this thing. It's an official shirt from fucking Backstage Rock Shop. Got this thing imported. Took like a month to get here. It's a nice shirt though. It's for One Man Army. Their album, cool album cover. school album cover. I like it. Oh, you know what? When I shower, I'm gonna put on that fucking space fucking tank top because that's probably my favorite out of the whole thing. That one, and there's this crop top that I have that's let's cuddle and listen to metal. I love that one. Love it. It's cheap. Fucking it's a really cheap. Another white shirt taken care of. Or like these are more like cargo pants. Little cargo pants. They got the side pockets. Good enough. Close the fuck enough. Nice like dark black blue black. Kind of like pro feathers, except without the fucking shininess. Once again, if the audio is fucking weird and I'm hard to hear, I'm sorry. I won't know until the end of this. It's actually because like I had to move the mic stand all the way out as far as it could. Because like so I have a tripod for the mic, but I don't use that. Instead, I we bought a fancy little metal stand that acts like a fucking arm. That way, it holds the microphone in place and has the microphone kind of clamped down from a different spot. And it makes life so much easier. Because then I don't have to have the microphone on my desk in a weird spot. If I ever have to fucking move the microphone anywhere, I can just move it and the fucking joint lets me kind of do that easily. Albeit it makes a little bit of a creaky noise, but that's just what happens, I guess. Blue pineapple shirt. Like a blue shirt with like pineapple and like kind of like tropical plants that make up the pineapple print. I like t-shirts a lot. In case that wasn't already obvious, I like t-shirts. I especially like lighter colored shirts. Like people will sit there and tell you how dark colored clothing is very flattering and all that, but I don't care about any of that shit. If I wear black, it's mainly just because I want like the color to kind of sit there as an accent. I don't like primarily blacks as I used to. Like I used to be the kind of person who would wear all black and nothing else. And let me tell you, that's boring. It's so devoid of color. And yeah, you can tell me how that's the point, but I'm like, well, you do you, but I'm different. So instead, I don't mind if it's like the pants that's all black. That's a little different. I don't mind that. But like the shirt, I feel like has to be kind of lighter to kind of contrast with it. And just in general, I just like brighter colors, which is kind of why white, blue in general has kind of become my thing. Even my chair, my fucking gamer chair, stupid white, blue, like race car type color. So Nate, all folded. Oh, purple. This is an older one. This is a purple like muscle. Yep, this it's not even. This is another shirt that we kind of cut to make it. purple American Eagle. Another one that we've had for a long time. I like that with shirts. Kind of feel how old they are just because of it, right? You can kind of feel how soft they've gotten because of repeated like exposure to water and soap. All that's left really is to just put it all away. So might have trouble hearing me. An old dresser. It's an old dresser, and the fucking the oh, the drawer itself nearly fell out because I pulled it so hard. Okay. Do I'm gonna keep out the shit I'm gonna wear after I fuck shower. I want it. Oh, honey, a soup. That one. What I try to do when I try to keep the pattern out so that I can see what it is when I wear it. Because some days I just want us to wear a specific. That's not. The problem with white shirts is that they. But you know what I've noticed? That with like a plain white shirt, the stains will kind of blend in. Maybe it's just me. Like, so I've noticed that like I can the stains will kind of be there and hard to get out, but like they don't pop out as much as you might think. Compared to like a black shirt, this is the other thing that makes me not like black as far as like clothing goes. Like, say you get some spaghetti sauce on your fucking nice black like polo, that shit is gonna stay there, and it's gonna be fucking like a big red shiny circle compared to what you're wearing, and it's even more obvious because of the red on top of the black. Heaven forbid you drop mustard. Oh, there's my fucking crop top. Yep. Oh, I don't want to wear that either. Not today. It's a cute shirt though. It's one of my favorite fucking wardrobe. Watch, I'll bet you Volk's wearing it today. That's probably what it is. Hang on, I'll find it. Give me a moment. Oh, I found it. I found it. It was just in a weird spot because I try to keep all of the whites, like the white T-shirts and stuff, kind of separate because you know, it's just easier for me to find things when they're categorized. So I keep a small bunch of the white T-shirts and stuff like that in one spot, and I put like uh, the pattern stuff separately. That way, it's easier for me to find if I want to wear something that has a specific pattern on it. Like today, I want to wear the Ace of Spades shirt, like tank top, when I get out of the shower. Oh, that's in the top drawer. I am definitely happy that we have enough boxers to last us a while because, Volk and I both like wearing boxers. I used to be a panties person because it helped me feel a little less fucked, cuz stupid trans shit. But, over time I've just kind of grown to kind of embrace my being more of a masculine kind of woman, you know? I still want to get like the voice therapy and the hormonal shit and the surgery for certain things to help it be a little more apparent to people. But, aside, like, it's still stuff I want to do. But things like a vaginoplasty, I'm good. I'm fucking good. Just make my ass infertile. I don't give a fuck about that. You know? I don't give a fuck about that. I just don't want to have to pay a shitload for, like, a complete redo of my body in that regard. Because A, I don't want to run the risk of something going wrong. B, that's a lot of money to shell out for something that might actually go very wrong. And C, if it does go wrong, that's even more money I have to shell out because it went wrong. Like the other day, somebody went into the place Volk works at, like Volk's work, because his phalloplasty went wrong. Like so his like he was under a lot of pain because I forget what exactly it was Volk said it was. But something went wrong with his fucking his phalloplasty. And so he had to go in to get that looked at because it's kind of excruciating when something as vital as that kind of you know goes wrong. It's like, yeah, that's kind of why I don't want to do that. I'll be back. I need to return to the bathroom for a moment. I'm almost done folding the laundry and putting it away. Alright, I'm back. I'm gonna take a quick sip of water real quick. Because today's stream has had a lot more emphasis on just me talking. But you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. You know, it's helping me just kind of not sit here play a game all the time. I've been wanting to try and play around with other kinds of broadcasts for the stream lately. Just to see what kind of interest it garners, if at all. I don't expect anybody to really give a shit. It's just something I want to play around with, really. But I mean, to be fair with y'all, like, I'm not expecting much because it's YouTube. Most of the time, if people want to watch a stream, they just head to Twitch. So, I mean, I already have that disadvantage. But hey, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna fold these towels. I don't know, I feel like I want to do more than just game on this stream, on this fucking channel. I want to do more stuff that's. If you're familiar with Mr. Korean Dad on fucking TikTok, that's kind of what I want to be doing. In a way, you know? I kind of want to do stuff like that. Except for pretty much all of my content, right? Where, I don't know. Some people just need someone like that to listen to. Even if it's somebody that's just a complete fucking stranger. Some people just need that. They need to hear some encouraging fucking words. Or they just need somebody to just kind of talk your ear off while they do mundane tasks, like doing the laundry. You know? I don't know. The thought. It's just instead of being the Korean dad of the internet, I'm just the goth mom of the internet. Which, you know what, I mean, I've been described as such by many people already in general. I've been described as the stern mother of my friends in general. Which, I used to have a bit of a thing against. But hey, I wouldn't be called such a thing so frequently if it wasn't the case, right? Putting all the paint. I want to wear a show. Fresh, fresh bullshit. Just in general, cleaning up a little. Oh god, there's shit I never put. Whoops. Up on that. We're good. Don't mind the stupid goblin noise. I'm gonna put these towels in the closet. All right, there we go. There we go. Laundry is all put away. Nice. Not bad. That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. In a way, I quite enjoyed that a lot more than the Bloodborne section. A lot more cathartic. But again, I like being a housewife. I enjoy doing that kind of thing. It's weird to some people because a lot of people have approached my situation, and like the relationship I have with Volk and the whole thing is just like weird because they're like, "Why aren't you both working?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm the housewife of the two, and I don't mind it. I quite like it. I like being the person that's at home and you know keeps up after shit. You know, I stream mainly just for the sake of doing so, really. And what I want to be doing more of lately is just stuff like that where I like do a mundane task while I stream. Just kind of talk nonsense while I do it. Be it, I don't know, cleaning the bathroom or something. Just some stupid shit like that. Not really like every single day to do that kind of thing, just every so often. I don't know. I kind of liked that. That was very nice to do. That way, I'm still streaming, kind of just talking away for whoever needs to hear it, and I'm getting something that needs doing done. I don't think it would be nice to be able to. Well, I don't think I would stream like vacuuming because then you couldn't fucking hear. But I don't know. Who knows? Maybe that will have its own charm for people. Who the fuck knows? I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, my brain my brain just went completely fucking empty. See, when I'm not doing something, it's so much harder for me to talk and to think and to get my thoughts together. Because I'm just like, oh, well, there's dead air now. Uh-oh. And I kind of internally slightly panic a bit. Hmm. There we go. Some water. In other news, Volk recently got a new tattoo. Like he got his first tattoo. He went to Tattoo Paradise, which is up in like Adams Morgan, which is pretty cool. And yeah, he got a little that he made himself. Let me see if I could show you. Remember that the other day when he. Oh yeah, those were cute. I want to get those. Let me show you what I mean. Hold on. I have ADD or some shit. Let me show you what the fuck I'm talking about first. When I say like, oh, that's cute, I'm talking about. Hold on. This. Look at that. Isn't that cute? I like the pants. I like that shirt. I'd totes wear that. The problem is, though, it's a women's shirt, and I don't like just getting women's shirts because when I buy clothing, I take into account, well, Volk might want to wear it too, and women's shirts don't fit so well around a dude. But anyway, I stumbled across that because I'm scrolling trying to find the picture that there we go. Hold up. So that's the picture of the illustration of his tattoo. That's what he wanted done. He drew that himself. Like that's cool. He was able to just walk in and be like, "Yeah, so this is what I want. I want it on this part of my arm." And yeah, cool shit. Do it, please. I'll pay you like $200 because that's what you asked. I'm trying to see if I could find the picture of his tattoo that he took. Because it actually turned out really good. It looks really good. The person who did his tattoo did a very fucking good job. I'm very happy to have spent that money on that. Where is it? Aha! Found it! I have found it. What did I just do? Okay, copy that. Boink. I hope the fucking bitrate hasn't completely collapsed because of me doing this. I'm gonna do this in a side by side. I'm gonna shrink this down. And then Cuidado o browser. Look at that! Don't that look good? Look at that! It's so clean. Like, it's not even my tattoo, and I'm so happy with that. Like, that makes just like that's awesome. That's so awesome. I love it. That gives me the big serotonin. If that's even the word. Dopamine? Serotonin? I don't know. Brain chemical. The brain chemical that makes my fucking head smile. You know what I'm talking about. So yeah, long story short, yeah, he got tattoo. He got good tattoo. It's on his arm. He's been complaining about it being itchy as fuck though. Poor guy. It's normal though. Like if you ever get a tattoo or like if you are about to get a tattoo or you are curious and thinking about getting a tattoo yourself, um number 1, it doesn't hurt as much as you think it's going to be. Everyone hypes it up and talks about it as if it's going to be painful as fuck, but here's the secret. 1, make sure that where you put the tattoo is a meaty spot, like on the fucking upper arm or like in the really chunky bit of your fucking forearm, something like that that's mostly meat and not sensitive part. So that's number 1 to kind of get out there. You need to make sure it's something like that. Otherwise, it might actually hurt. But if you pick a spot like that that's easy to work with like that, then it won't be so bad. But it's not that painful. It's more of a hot itchiness, is what it is. It's more of a hot kind of itchiness, and that's just while you're getting the tattoo done. Because I mean, hey, you're having your skin penetrated by like several needles at fuck all miles per hour, so it makes sense, and it's gonna buzz a lot. That's just the machine, man. Another thing to keep in mind is that you don't want to just use any kind of lotion on your tattoo. You want to use I can't remember what the fuck it was called. Fucking Volk mentioned it a couple of times in recent history. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if it's I forget what it's called. The fuck is it called? I'm trying to find the right one too, and not just some like stupid. Yes, put this on your tattoo for quick aftercare within 3 days. No, honey, that's not how that works. There's a specific like it's there's a type of lotion that you should put on there that isn't scented or anything, because like if you use just any kind of like scented body lotion, it'll make your tattoo sting like all fuck. And the main thing to keep like it's important so that it stays like moisturized, and it's like a aquifer. That's what it's called. I think that's what it's called, aquifer. So you put that on your tattoo so that it does the heal, because it's still a slight injury that penetrates like the top and middle layers of your fucking skin. This is important to note because during the healing process, it will peel off, kind of like a lizard does its fucking skin. That's a big, big thing to remember. That's just how it is. It's completely normal. It's nothing to freak out about. Tattoo peeling is just how it is. It's just part of the healing process. I don't know. I'm like I only know all this stuff because I had to help kind of do some of the research with Volk, and Volk also talks a lot about that stuff, and he knows that kind of stuff like the back of his fucking hand. He did a lot of research, and the two of us talked pretty much at length about that stuff, and he did a lot of educating me, and now here I am talking about it with Stream. Simple as that. Anyway, I should probably actually do something that isn't just talk, I guess. Or not, I don't know. I don't exactly have a giant like brand that lets me get away with just talking on stream like my brother and me. But I don't know, dude. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I think this is probably a good place to end things since I'm actually not doing anything. I'm done with laundry. I need to take a sip of some water. You actually hear that? The siren? I don't know. It's not showing up on the microphone. I'll have to see. Um words. Yeah, workout. Today is arm day. I need to do some exercises today. And then afterwards I need to shower. So I think I'm going to go do that. And I would prefer to do that before Volk gets home. That way I can just kind of get dinner started. And then he can kind of just hop in and help as soon as he gets home. It's just an ideal way of working things out for me and for him, and in general. It just feels the nicest in general. I am verbally talking in circles. Like that. I don't know, man. I'm an awkward person. If it wasn't already painfully obvious, I'm a very awkward person. Streaming has kind of helped resolve that by a little bit. But in general, like, yeah, I'm awkward as fuck. I'm not, you know, I don't know how to put it. Anyway, yeah, I need to go start working out. Probably use the bands. I don't know. I'll figure out what I feel like doing. Anyway, you guys take care of yourselves, okay? Get to bed on time, motherfuckers. You're gonna feel shitty if you don't. I say it's easy for me to say that, but not everybody's schedule allows that. But I mean, You don't have to stay in that situation, you know. If you're in a shitty situation, you don't have to stay in it. And I'm very glad that people can more easily take care of that themselves than they can. I don't know. Some people fucking sit there in a situation and just kind of live with it. I How do I want to say this? Because I this is what I mean. I can't talk. I am very poorly articulated with my words. Sometimes people are addicted to being in a shitty situation. They get used to it. They get comfortable with it. People can get comfortable with the weirdest and shittiest stuff. And I guess all I'm trying to say is don't do that. No, no, no. Don't do that. You deserve better than that, motherfucker. You can do it. You can do it. You know? You may be working a 10, 12-hour shift every day for fuck all pay. And you know, you're lucky to have that fucking job, you tell yourself. You know, this fucking economy sucks. You know what? You could probably reach better for that than that. You know? Even if you probably have convinced yourself already that it isn't true. Come on. Don't talk yourself down like that. Don't do that. You can you can push. You can get to that better shit that you want. Don't deprive yourself of drive to achieve for better in life, dude. Don't do that. Cuz that's no good. It's just not. And it's kind of it's especially depressing when I hear somebody that's older than I am by like a good 10 fucking years and they're talking all kinds of depressing fucking shit talk about how shit sucks all the time and I'm sitting here like, dude, you can choose to sit there and whine or you can do something about your own life and make your life what you want it to be. Use that shittiness as a fuel. You know? But some people just don't want to do that because they would rather keep things as they are because it takes less effort. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. If it probably sounds super aimless and worthless because of how shitty I am at talking. But like, you know, I hope at least it's somewhat audibly legible. Is there even a word for that? No, you're good. You good. No, you don't need. That's the thing. I don't want you to feel like you have to be chatting. You know, I feel like my job is to give you something to listen to in the background. That's my job. You shouldn't have like you don't have to fucking constantly be talking in chat. I'm here to just talk bullshit and provide some background noise while you're doing some stupid mundane shit, be it, you know, doing laundry with me because I was just doing laundry. I was just fucking folding laundry and putting it away. You know, it's this I don't know. It's stupid. You gotta I know you feel that way. It's okay. You don't feel so pressured about it. That's all. Don't feel so pressured about it. Just like with Bloodborne. If I genuinely hated what I'm doing, I wouldn't be doing it. You know, I might bitch and I might whine sometimes because I'm a person and that's just kind of what people do. When something annoys, people bitch and they whine. It's kind of just what happens. I'm going on like about 30 minutes. already after I just said I was gonna leave and go do what I needed to do, but I don't care because I enjoyed sitting here talking. I enjoy sitting here and talking, yo. I'd like to. I'm pretty sure a good 2/3 of this stream has just been the still image with my dumbass voice in the background. But honestly, I'm okay with that. It's not like it takes any less effort. It's more so just it's nice to have something going on stream that isn't just basic commentary over gameplay. I don't want to like be reduced to just that. You know? I want to have more interesting conversations or to just to kind of just talk bullshit. Again, in some ways I want this channel to be approached as more of a podcast than it is just like a live stream. What did I miss with the discussion with regards to my tattoo? I saw briefly for a second that you were showing it off. And that's exactly what I was doing. I was showing how your tattoo came out, and I was showing the comparison with the thing that you drew, and I was talking about how nice it turned out, and how I'm like, dude, that's cool. That's pretty fucking cool. And that got me talking about, tattoo aftercare and talking about basic stuff that people commonly fucking don't get right when it comes to getting a tattoo. For example, the silly fear of, oh no, the tattoo's gonna hurt like shit and it's gonna be excruciating and I'm gonna be sitting there writhing in the chair and screaming my balls off. When, as someone who got it yourself, you even explained it to me directly. It's literally just like a hot itchiness when you're getting it done. And where you get it done matters a lot because you, Volk, got the tattoo done in a very meaty spot. A spot that is mostly just like meat and not fucking, you know, a sensitive spot like the ankle or the wrist or something like that. I was mostly explaining all that stuff and what it's been like as somebody that has just freshly gotten a tattoo, cuz so I've been mentioning that you have been talking about how itchy your tattoo has been and the process of the peeling and why it peels. Although I don't think I fully went into why that is. I just kind of explained, well, I mean, it's a bunch of needles penetrating the first two layers of your skin and dyeing it. You know, your body's going to freak the hell out a little bit. We can both get one on each of our birthdays coming up. I mean, we could. We absolutely could. I still want to get a fucking hunter's rune tattoo. I would kind of like that to be the first one, but at the same time, I also kind of want my first tattoo to be one that I drew myself. Because that just feels like it would be appropriate to do. So I'm kind of on the fence about that. That's the other reason. That's why I want to wait a little bit because I'm still not 100% sure what I want that tattoo to be. I'm certain I want that it's what I want. I want a tattoo. I know where I want it. Kind of the same place that Volk got his. On the left arm, kind of the upper middle part of it, because that's a chunky part of the body. It's probably a good spot to get that first tattoo done. Like Volk, I should probably get something small and something very simple. Although Volk's was a little less simple, but it wasn't like what he got is very different from like a very large colored tattoo. It's just kind of monochrome stuff. Again, like if I don't get the hunter's rune, I'd like to at least here, let me show you what I mean by like hunter's rune. Because Let me get a, let's see. I'm trying to find a good picture of it. Or I could just literally use the image from fucking, Bloodborne. Give me a moment. Yeah, something kind of like that, cuz that's the Hunter of Hunters rune. You get that from Eileen the Crow after you complete her quest, and it's basically the PvP rune or one of them. You put that on, and when you're summoned by another player, you have a chance to to come in not as a confederate or an ally, but instead as an enemy, and you could choose you get to fight. But I just think it's cool. I think it looks cool. It's also kind of the big icon to Bloodborne in general. So there is that. But if it's not that I get, I'd rather get I like I just said, I want to either get this or I get something that I personally make specifically because it's my first tattoo and I want something super personal for that. Cuz I don't know. I'm a big dope like that. Well, I know now from the horse's mouth that a tattoo like that would be at most a half hour to 45-minute session, and even shorter if you just want to get the outline first and fill it in later. Yeah, it depends on what I want, I think. Because something like that would be relatively easy to do. I don't know. What I'll have to do, I think, at some point is a stream where I sit there with Krita up and I just shit out a bunch of ideas and just kind of make the stream of, yeah, an outline probably would be best because I do not have the same kind of pain tolerance that Volk does because I have a smaller frame and I have a much more sensitive body than he does. It sounds like excuses probably, but like that's just how it is. I've always kind of had that problem. And I also don't like needles. That's another good point, but it's different. A tattoo gun is very different than, a large fucking syringe. Those are two very different things. I hate going into the doctor's office to get fucking the vaccine every year because that needle is just ugh. I don't like that. Ugh, I hate it. I hate thinking about it. But like it's a little different with a tattoo gun, because it's not. How do I want to put this? How the fuck do I want to put this? I guess the best way I can put it is it doesn't look as much like a needle as a syringe does. It's a very different look. Sure, it's still needles, but it doesn't look like a syringe. It looks kind of like a pen. It's like a fancy pen jackhammer. That's the best way I can put that. Like it's a very different thing altogether. But we'll see. I wouldn't say it's probably not going to be a very pleasant experience, but it's no different than getting a piercing, I think, in that you kind of hype yourself up and you kind of take a deep breath because you're like, "Oof, this is going to hurt, isn't it?" because, you know, it's the whole aspect of something penetrating your body with violence. You know, like we still have this fucking piercing kit because I want to put another fucking hole in my ear for more fucking shiny. I want to get snake bites, a couple of brow shit. Although the snake bites and the brow piercings you can't do at home. People can have tried to tell me that you can, but no, you shouldn't. It's not safe. The ear is a little different, but like especially the snake bites where it's a literal piercing right through your fucking lip. Yeah, that could go very wrong very easily. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I've talked enough. I think I've talked enough. It's 10:30. Like I want to get that exercise and that shower in sooner rather than later. So I'm going to go do that and I'm just going to shut up now. Today's stream having a bit of a rough start, but you know what? I think just not playing a game was a good change from the norm. So what I might do is chop off the Bloodborne bit and just kind of keep the rest of the stream as that. And just label it as the laundry stream. I think that's what I'll do. As I always say at the end of every stream, you guys take care of yourselves and I'll see y'all later.